Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome on our continuous discussion on Bhaktiyaloka. So far we have passed through 17 days and today we are going to the 18th day. So today is March 5th, 2025, Wednesday. So we gathered here to continue our discussion and also to immerse ourselves in the teachings, the commentary of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So, as always, we always have to remind ourselves that the reason that we are studying this book, it is to intense our bhakti. Our bhakti is somewhere or other, that's a goal. In every attempt in our life, we have ultimate goal, yes or not? So, I study because I need to get a good job. So, I get a good job, so I will have good salary and I have good life, and through that, I'll marry and I create a family and I live happily ever after. So that is that goal, especially in our material life and in anything. Okay, even if you're in corporate world or anything, they always set a goal. Okay, what is the goal? Okay, even if you're in medical line or any industry that you're involved, there's always goal setting. What is that ultimate result that we want to achieve in life? Therefore, the ultimate result that we want to achieve in bhakti, all right? So, some or other, by our good fortune, after so many birth and death, we have some or other come across this opportunity and we have taken up the path of devotional service and also through this Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara under the flagship of ISKCON, under the flagship of ISKCON and our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we are considered the most fortunate among all the people around us. So since we are fortunate, so we shouldn't like just remain there idle. Okay, I'm very lucky. Some or other, yes, some or other, even if you stay idle or you stay active, your life will be successful eventually. But the goal that we are all setting now is how, if it's possible, we are looking at the possibilities of achieving a great success in this very birth itself. Maybe another 5 years, 1 year, 6 months. So according to Prabhupada, once he said, when a person is qualified to go back home, back to Godhead, at that moment, the person surrenders to Krishna, is already qualified. Then after that, we have been taken over by three types of guru. One is Chaitya Guru, the guru that lives in our heart as Paramatma. And second is true Siksha Guru, the guru that always gives instruction and guide you and mold you into the path of devotional service. And at last is Diksha Guru. So Diksha Guru means the guru that initiate you and link you to the Parampara, and the guru that gives you the seed, the beach. He gives you the seed, then we cultivate. Then after we receive the seed, then we take instruction from him. And also we continue taking instruction from Siksha Gurus. So there's many Siksha Gurus, the one that inspires you, the one that is sick, okay? Then to do that. Okay, then who is these three types of Guru? Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru, and Chaitya Guru. They are all manifestation of Krishna. Krishna comes to you in the form of a devotee, of the spiritual master, to inspire you. Okay, because that's that is that capacity. Just like imagine a diamond. A diamond takes another diamond to cut. So you cannot straight away try to cut the diamond. Okay, it takes another diamond. Similarly, to train a human being, we need another human being. Yes or not? So therefore Krishna comes in the form of a human being, in the form of a spiritual master, Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru, and Chaitya Guru, to encourage you to take up this path of devotional service. So we are very fortunate. We have an eminent Siksha Guru. That's His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, and his glorious spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, and his glorious spiritual master, His Divine Grace, what is his name? Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. He's always on Vipralamba mood, the mode of separation. And his glorious Siksha Guru, and also a father to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, His Divine Grace, what do you call? Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He's one of the Acharyas. And of course, his spiritual master, Siksha spiritual master, His Divine Grace, what do you call? Jagannath Das Babaji. Like that, it goes back up to Lord Chaitanya. And who's Lord Chaitanya? Is Krishna himself came in the form of a devotee. So everyone comes in the form of devotee to inspire us. So before we start, let's offer our homage to all the spiritual master. To homage to all the spiritual master in our parampara line, our Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru. We take their blessings and mercy, therefore that we could dwell in the topic of Bhaktiyaloka. And not only that, and we also will get an opportunity to apply. No point just simply study. Right? Anybody can study, even a professors also can study. So no big deal. But we want to intensify our studies and also to apply to achieve great success. All right, let's do our invocation prayer. We invoke auspiciousness by worshipping all our spiritual master. All right. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Darati Swaparantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagar Jadam Shaha Gana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Saha Gana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vidamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasachari Satarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Rahitai Kripa Aptai Krishna Sambandha Vignana Taine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jola Premadiya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namastate Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtai Dina Tarine Rupanuga Virda Pasiddhanta Dvanta Harimu Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralamba Rasambode Padam Bujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Sarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbha Bhumestumni Dasa Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhauma Sri Jagannatayate Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubescha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Paditanam Pavini Diyo Vaishnave Vayo Namo Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Avadaram Bhakta Akyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gauratise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namustute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shari Gaura Bhaktavranda everyone Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Jaya Pataka Swami Niti Namini Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaura Kada Damadaya Nagara Gramadaya Hari Om. That's it. All right. So thank you for coming. So today we are continuing the discussion. So we have studied that okay. So we have so far we have gone through this book. So we there is a comparison. There is 9 limbs of bhakti, then also 64 limbs of bhakti. All right, among all these things, the 9 limbs of bhakti is the most important. That is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada, Sevanam, Archanam. All these kind of things are the most important and the most okay, that means the summary of all the 64. But today, what we're going to do, we're going to look at the topic where all the 64 types of bhakti or the things that we're going to practice. That means the first 10, then second 10, like that. Okay. So let's go through this program. Oh, I've not taken off yet. Just give me a second. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. All right. So now we're going to, okay. So now so just a short this thing. So that means we have studied about that yesterday. Diarrhea. Diarrhea means patient. And of course, those people who practice diarrhea, they are known as Dhira. Dhira means sober. Okay. So that means just a straight conclusion. The another meaning applicable for the word diarrhea is those who engage in sadhana desire to attain results. Okay. Karmis hope to attain heaven, happiness, and jnanis hope to attain liberation, and the devotee hope to please Krishna. That's a big difference. All right. So karmis wants to they want to go to heaven. All right, they work hard to go to heaven. Jnanis, they want to have achieved liberation. They want to merge into the light. And of course, devotee is always hoping to please Krishna. All right. So, so being impatient due to prolonged sadhana, some people fall down from the path of ultimate good. Okay. That means always we are performing sadhana. Like yesterday, Rusul Mataji asked what is sadhana. Sadhana means devotional service. Practicing anything that is conducive. Example, we are going for Harinam Sankirtan, that is sadhana. We are coming and cooking for Krishna. We are coming and cleaning up the Krishna temple. We are engaging in devotional service. Now we are studying this Bhaktiyaloka, studying Bhagavad Gita. All these are called sadhana. All right, sadhana means activity that towards Krishna. Okay, so that means being okay. They sometimes being impatient due to prolong. Okay, some people fall from the path of good. Therefore, practicing devotee who desires to achieve his goal attain the result only when he becomes patient. Right? So we have to be very patient in order to achieve our success, and we do not give up our hopes. Okay, because why? We have studied that before, that for karmi, for normal way of life, we have these three elements called past, present, and future. We had a past example. In the past, I was very poor. In the present, I'm working so hard so that in the future I can live a comfortable life. Okay, there's always past, present, and future. But for devotees, there's only one thing: present. At this particular moment, how can I please Krishna? I don't have lamentation about my past. In my past, I could be a very terrible person, nasty person. I could have eaten all kind of nonsense things like beef, pork, chicken, and mutton, all abominable things, all living entities. I've eaten their flesh and made my stomach as the graveyard. I should have also drank all kind of alcohol beverages, and I should have involved in all kind of illicit sex, visiting prostitutes, and going for massage and all these kind of nonsense things. Then, then also I also should have done this all kind of gambling. I go to the casino. I should have taken KTM. You know what is KTM? Not Kereta Api Tanah Melayu. KTM means Kuda Toto Magnum. Right? So I should have been gambling. I should have gambled. Play cards and all varieties of things. It doesn't matter. So all the things I've done, and like that, I've been going through since time immemorial. I've done all varieties of sin, and I suffered all consequences. I was betrayed, I was heartbroken, and I cheated others, all kind of things. But doesn't matter now, because once we start to practice bhakti, we are in ecstatic mood. In that ecstatic mood, we sometimes don't even remember our past. I believe devotees have experienced that, yes or not? You don't remember your past. Once upon a time, and you don't have even a past regret. I should have done that. I should have, like sometimes people have regret. I should have just studied when my father gave me that opportunity. Now I didn't study, now I'm suffering the consequences. Or I should have married the girl that I see. Or I shouldn't have married the girl. Or I shouldn't have, first of all, get married. I should have been a Brahmin. So a lot of regrets are there. Some or other, we as a human condition life, there's regret. But this regret will never pull you down. You will never go into that severe regret condition that can cause depression. Okay? All the depression happen because when they start to have regret about their past. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done that. Oh my God, I should have loved my father and now he have died. Oh, I just wish I can love him. I love him. Like, go into depression. After the thing becomes so severe, then we have to go and take medication. The medication is what? To make your brain not to think about that situation, to make it very calm, to reduce the agitation of the mind. All right. So, but for devotees, it's nothing matters. Okay, all the things that we have in life, we are all guided through to achieve in this spiritual life. Then, regarding the future, right? The karmis always work so hard now, so they want to have. Okay, I'm working so hard so that my children will have a comfortable life, and I'm working so hard my grandchildren like that. The karmi will go on doing without even remembering. I think we studied that in Bhagavad Gita. The foolish man works so hard for his children. Then after that, he work hard for the grandchildren, forgetting that one day he will be about his life. I think I don't know whether we studied in Bhaktiyaloka or in Bhagavad Gita. Remember the story about a millionaire or a very rich man who next birth he became the son of cobbler. Anyone remember? Anyone remember? He become son of cobbler. Then after that, he went to the house. His own son and grandson kick him out.
Yeah.
You remember? When we read that in Bhakti Loka or Bhagavad Gita?
Bhagavad Gita.
Oh, okay, in Bhagavad Gita, right. All right. So he worked so hard for him and worked hard for his grandchildren. And after next birth, he became the son of cobbler who stays just beside his bungalow. He went back to the house. The son and the grandson kick him out. All right. Give him a vacuum and chase him out from the house. So that is the thing. Okay. Because the same thing happened even in my maternal uncle, right? My mother's older brother. He was one of the very wealthy person in Madurai, India. Very, very wealthy, super rich. So once I went to India, went to this visiting. When we were traveling, he just said, "Can you see that building? That's mine." Then after that, "Can you see that building? That's mine. Can you see this building? That's mine." Looks like in every street he has a building, and that building is not less than 3 or 5 stories. Huge, tall buildings. All rental income. He's making crores. He's making millions of rupees. Then after that, he said, "You have all this, and why you're still working for what?" I've already prepared for my my children. Now I'm working for my grandchildren. I'm creating property for them so that they won't struggle. So that is ignorance. That is ignorance. Okay. But for devotees, we don't have such thing. Okay. We have no regret about our past. Even if there's regret, the regret will somehow or other will disappear. Okay. Because we are always in kind of transcendental happiness. Then we have no hope or no aspiration for the future because we don't care. I don't want to think about tomorrow when I am having good time now. Yes or not? When you're having good time, when you're having so much of happiness, you won't think about tomorrow. You won't think that will this happiness will last tomorrow. You don't think that. Yes or not? Even in our normal life, when you're having like marriage, when you're having a family gathering, when everyone is having so much of fun, you don't even think what's going to happen tomorrow, right? So that time you see that people who supposed not to take sugar, they will whack all that gulab jamun. The person who's supposed not to drink, the fellow start drinking excessively. The fellow who's supposed to maintain his diet, he start to whack everything because he don't care, right? People say, "Hey, you shouldn't take all this." Come on, once in a while. I'm very happy. All my family members are here. I'm having good time. Don't come and remind me. I'm a diabetic. I'm a hypertension. I'm this. I'm that. I don't want to remember that. I just want to have good time. So when we have good time, we don't even think about our future. Similarly, we are having good time every day. Every day we are chanting the holy name of Krishna, and we have that Nama Prabhu dancing in our tongue, and we are experiencing so much of satisfaction and happiness. So we don't care what is tomorrow, because when tomorrow comes, we just simply going to repeat what we are doing today. Then again, if day after tomorrow comes, we also still going to repeat what we have been doing today and tomorrow, and that like that. We are just going to do that, and we are in so much of ecstatic feeling. All right. Therefore, but sometimes in order for you to really feel all these things, the first thing is we have to be very, very patient. All right. But sometimes when we become impatient, because we've been doing all the sadhana, sometimes you see, I'm doing so much of service for Krishna, but I'm still suffering. I'm still going through this thing. People still betray me. People still. That is why when we have shallow knowledge, when our knowledge is very shallow, we start to identify our suffering. All right. But when we go in deep in suffering, then just remember Avanti Brahmana prayer. All right. In Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Maybe I can share. If any one of you have access, please share in the group. The Avanti Brahmana prayer. He has been beaten. He has been stripped naked. He has been, his danda was broken. The begging pot was like, Kamandulu was thrown. All right. Then after that, when he was about to eat, they spit and urine on his food. All these things. But Avanti Brahmana, what he said, look here, all this I'm suffering because of 3 mode of material nature. And that also because it's sanctioned by the providence. things will never happen by itself. So when we can have to come to that level of sober, when our knowledge becomes very, very deep. That's why acquiring knowledge is very important. We are not like Jnanis acquiring knowledge, because Jnani's goal is to merge into the light. But our goal is to identify ourselves, identify the suffering that's happening around us, and to convince us that all the sufferings is not something that we ask for, because it's only the mode of nature is acting. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says very clearly, right? Where, what they call? A yogi, he do not take delight in all the things. He doesn't rejoice when there's happiness, when he don't lament when there's suffering, right? While everything is, while the senses are working by seeing, and even evacuating, he always remembers it is happens because of the mode of nature. Okay, anyone can remember that verse? If you can remember the verse, you also can receive. I'm not good in remembering verse, but the translation I remember. so like that. So that the devotees are always in this thing, right? And of course, they don't worry about future, because Krishna will take it. Krishna will take. I think some of you have already experiencing it. All right. If you don't experiencing it, that means you don't identify it. Think about it. Write it in your journal. What happened? Then you start to feel actually Krishna is helping you. All right. Like today, what happened? I was driving. Suddenly, I was just like, okay, I just feel like pulling to the left. Suddenly, one car came very fast, and he was about to back. If I were on my speed lane, I should have gone into accident today, right? But suddenly something tell me just pull to your left, all right? And this crazy guy just, so that means what happened? Who did that? No? Maybe it's my destiny is to like some or other to go into this accident. So accident means it's like what they call fear. All right. When you sometimes when you go to an accident, your body starts shivering, you start to have the heart is pumping, you start to have that kind of feeling, right? But I had that feeling because the guy is super fast. I just pulled my left just in time. So that means I did go into that crash, but I felt all the feelings of being crushed. So that means in today, if at all, if I would destined to go through that, so that emotion comes after crash, but Krishna pulled me off and gave me the feeling. So like that, right? So like that, I believe that every one of you are feeling the same thing, because there Krishna will take care. Similarly, Krishna will also look after us at the final moment of time. Since all this while Krishna is looking after us, do you think at the final moment he's going to betray us? No. Even if he betrays you, Lord Shiva gives you guarantee. He will come and give you the remembrance. And also you have our spiritual master. The spiritual master also is there to take us back home, back to God. So we just need to remain patient. So when the patient will come, because the patience only will arise when you see things are right in front of you and you do not need to rush to get it. All right. Just like a food for life, like a big like for instance, like sometimes in the temple, okay, you all can recall temple. Just imagine there's a 20-30 items are cooked, right? Some people will take the plate right to stand right in front. All right. And sometimes they just like cut the queue and everything. That's impatient. But why? When all the food is there for everybody to eat and it's in abundance, maybe the balance you have to take back home, you can't even finish it off. So once you are having all that, then what is the rush for you to cut the queue and get? So when the things are there in front of you and you are standing in queue, so you don't need to rush. Similarly, the liberation is waiting for you to serve you. The moksha is waiting for you, but you are rejecting all that. I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in you. But there, right in front, Krishna will be the three bandha form, the bending form, and Radharani is there. She's just waiting. Come, I'm here. You're walking towards them. So we have to be patient, simple, right? So Krishna must be merciful to me either today or after 100 years. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is mentioning. So it must be here either today or after 100 years or even after some other birth. But I will take shelter at his lotus feet with determination and never leave. Okay, I will stay and with determination this thing. And this type of diarrhea patient is most desirable for practitioner. So that means this kind of patience, you're not only being patient, but you're very firm and very determined in your decision. All right. So with that thing, now we're going to see tat tat karma pravartana. Various activities favorable for devotional service. So this one we're just going to go through. We're just going to read through because the final phrase, a final paragraph, it has the thing. Okay. So Srila Rupa Goswami has enjoyed the system of tat tat karma pravartana. That means various activities favorable for devotional service. Tat tat karma pravartana. Right? So Srila Rupa Goswami enjoying the system, acting according to the regulative principle. All right. So whatever things that we do, okay, favorable, but through the regulative principle. For those who are aspiring to perform devotional service, okay, that means for those who are aspiring for devotional service, this is the some regulative principles we have to follow. So in Upadesha Mrita means what? In act of instruction. Activities by which pure service is. Okay, what is the activity which pure devotional service is cultivated is called as tat tat karma or prescribed duties. Now we understand. So that means activities which pure devotional service is cultivated. The activities that pure devotional service. Okay, what are the things called tat tat karma, or in other words, it's also called prescribed duties. All right. So Sri Krishna tells Uddhava in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, chapter 19, text 20 to 24. He says, Shraddha Mritta Katayam me Shashvam mat Anukirtanam Parinishta cha Pujayam Stuti Vistavanam Mama Adara Paricharyayam Sarvangir Avivandanam Mat Bhakta Puja Vyadika Sarva Bhuteshu Manmati Madartasvangachestacha Vachasa Madguneranam Mayarpanam cha Manasa Sarvakama Vivarjanam Madartertha Parityago Bhogasya cha Shukasya cha Ishtam Dattam Hutam Japtam Madartam Yat Pratam Tapa Evam Dharmair Manushyanam Uddhavatma Nivedinam Mayi Sanyayate Bhakti Ponyo Rato Syavashishyate. So he says, number one, okay, firm faith in the blissful narration of my pastimes. So that means we have a firm faith in the blissful narration of Krishna's pastime. Constant chanting of my glories. Constantly chanting the glories. Unwavering attachment to ceremonial worship of me. All right. Praising me through beautiful hymns. Praising. All right. Through beautiful hymns. Great respect for me, for my devotional service. Offering obeisances with entire body. What does that mean? So offering obeisances with the entire body means when we offer obeisance. So sometimes we call our Dandavat Pranam. Remember? Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandavat Pranam. What is Dandavat means? Dandavat means stick. You know, it's a stick. You know, the sannyasi hold the stick, Dandavat. So when we say Dandavat Pranam means, so we have to fall down like a stick. So when we fall down with a stick, there's 8 anga. That means 8 part of the limbs of the body is touching the ground. You should not fall in one. Say sometimes when people are chanting, they take the Japamala and fall down. When they offer the obeisances with Japamala, this Japamala they hold like this, like swimming, you know. So they just show it's all these offensive. Right? So when we offer Dandavat Pranam, the both hands must be straight. Your head should touch the ground. All right? Your chest, your shoulder, and your leg behind should be like stretched out like this. Sometimes I see people like do like this. I don't know what is the idea. You know, when they fall down, they put the leg on top another leg. Okay, I don't know what's the idea. So Dandavat means your entire limbs are on the ground. Full surrender. So your forehead, right? Forehead, your chest, your shoulder, your arms, your belly, your legs, and your behind leg is like should be straight like this. Full Dandavat. Okay, like a Superman, but you're on the on the ground. Okay, that is for men. For ladies, is Pancha Pranam or something like 5. So for ladies, they don't do that. You shouldn't straight away fall like this. So you should fall with your knees, with your hand, and your head touch the ground. Okay, only the man is allowed to fall straight. like a Superman. For ladies, it's just like, the Muslim, they pray, they put the knees down and their head touch the ground, right? So that's the thing. So it's very important. So whenever you go to pay obeisances, please don't use your japa mala and all these things. It's no, see, when we always must remember one thing. The reason we are chanting because we are absorbing ourselves to Krishna. So while chanting, don't talk. While chanting, don't see around, look around. I mean, of course, when you are chanting alone, when you're working on a japa walk, you'll be seeing, but your meditation is on Krishna. Okay? That means even you're looking, but you're not looking. Right? Like some people, they just come, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 and when they see the deities, they'll be the japa mala, they start to fall down. But they don't want the japa mala to touch the ground, so they hold it one hand and they fall down like this. That is offensive. Please don't do that. So when it comes to the deity, you can even drop the mala and put it aside. Okay, it's not necessary. So it is, and you should offer, because we must understand the one that stands there is not a doll or not a statue. It is a person. All right. When you see a person, what is the goal of your chanting? Is to get the grace of that person. So once you want to get the grace of that person, once you want to enter the temple, before that, you just finish your mala, you just walk into the temple. Then you put your mala at the side and offer a full dandavat. And in that dandavat, you must utter your spiritual master's name. Right? Like Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashati Deshatarine. And you must say it loud. No need to scream, but at least you must utter it. Not that simply in your heart, not like that. So when you fall, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya. That means I am offering you my obeisances, my Lord. I'm offering obeisance to you. I am so unqualified. But I am offering this through my spiritual master. Please accept my obeisances. Please accept my humble obeisances. And I'm offering my obeisances through my spiritual master. Right? Then you start to look at the deity. And how you should look? You have to look from the lotus feet. Don't straight look at the face. Look at the beauty of the lotus feet. Look at the leg. Wow, beautiful. Then slowly come to the knees. Then slowly come to the thighs. Then slowly come to the waist. And slowly come to the chest. And slowly start to look at the face. And in the face, you start to look at the lips first. And from the lips, you start to look at the nose. And from the nose, you start to look at the forehead. And at last, you just look eye to eye contact with him. And just start to see how beautiful and how merciful he is. Right? So that is that goal. So when you want to come to the temple, pay obeisances, don't hold your japa mala. That is my opinion. Don't hold your japa mala and don't. What is the point? What are you trying to prove? Right? The object of your chanting is standing right in front of you. Right? And after that ecstatic feeling, you are just going to fall at his feet and beg him. Right? My dear Lord, always engage me in your service. Please do not deny me. Huh? So that is important. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, why there is difference between men and women for Dandavat? Of course, men and women for Dandavat, all right, you must understand when the women perform the Dandavat like that is more modest because you don't see the full entire back of the body. Huh? So when she's like shrinking herself and just offering Dandavat, compared to men that offering the full Dandavat, okay? And the man is different, the women will be in sari, so it is not recommended. Yes, Prabhu, Vaishnava Prabhu.
Prabhu, what will you do with your Javamala if you're alone?
What do I do with what?
When you're Dandavat, the Javamala is on your neck.
Okay.
What will you do with it? Because definitely it'll touch the ground, or you got to hold on put on the back of your chest. It is quite able.
Like for instance, Nipo, we enter, there's a place to put your japamala.
But if you go to Tudu, it's most of the time crowded, na Prabhu.
Okay, crowded means you just hold the japamala and just put it in the back.
At the back, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Just hang it at the back.
Thank you.
Right. But of course, japamala it covers by the cloth. That's why we are having a bag. So since we have a bag, So if the thing touches the ground, I don't think so there's any issue with that. Only thing, the mala shouldn't touch the thing because you're carrying a backward, you know. So when you're carrying the bag, you just can put it and you just offer full dandavat. Okay.
Thank you.
Even do you got it? Why?
Okay, bro.
Different-
Okay, bro. Get it, bro. Right.
Because it's always women are some or other they are very attractive. When they do a full dandavat, it is not recommended. You understand? I believe that you understand what I'm saying. That's one of the reason that the women don't do a full dandavat. All right. Anyway, then okay. So offering obeisance with the entire body, performing first class worship of my devotees. Okay. Krishna says performing first class worship. That means you have to worship first class. It's not a compromise. All right. And who will worship the devotees? Those who are in Madhyama and Uttama Adhikaris. All right. Sometimes the neophyte will not recognize the devotees. I believe you remember what is neophyte. All right. The first timers, right? For them, they said, why should I worship this man when Krishna is right in front of them? Right? Why? That is the idea that the Christians and the Muslims are trying to say. Why you need to have a medium to worship God? The God you can worship directly. Why you need to have a priest in front? Why you need to have a guru or something like that? So therefore, your religion is fake. Come and join us. So that is the one of the idea they use to say. Okay. But Krishna says here, performing first class worship of my devotees. All right. Then consciousness of me in all living entities. So we have to be very conscious in everything that we see. We have to see Krishna. Okay, we have to be conscious because we know anything that moves, there is consciousness, and when there's consciousness, is part of Krishna. You and the thing are Jivatma. All right, that is there. Okay, so therefore we should not harm them. That means when you see snake, don't go to offer obeisances. Then finish. Oh my dear Cobra, I see Paramatma in you, and now I see Krishna sleeps on you. For finish, gone. So we have to be very practical, right? Sometimes we see like sometimes there's also say, when there's a pest in our house and how to get rid. One thing you have to keep your house very clean. But despite being clean and things, sometimes certain things can be killed, right? Okay. Then offering of ordinary. All right. What is this? Consciousness, me and order, offering of ordinary bodily activities in my devotional service. Offering of ordinary bodily activities in my devotional. What does that mean? So that means we are using all our senses, right? Our eyes, our nose, we are just like ordinary body, but we are offering it in the service of Krishna, right? Bodily activities for the service. Offering words to describe my qualities, okay? Offering the mind to me, okay? We offer the mind, okay? Then what we do, first thing we wake up in the morning, we do Mangalarti. First thing Mangalarti, what we do, my dear Krishna, I offer my day to you. I offer my life to you, right? And whatever things that happen today, I'll take it as prashadam. So that's one of that idea about Mangalarti. Okay, anyway, rejection of all material desires. Okay, rejecting of all material desires, giving up wealth for my devotional service, giving up wealth for my devotional service. What does that mean? Giving up wealth means what? Throw everything and just go to Krishna? No. Giving up wealth means you're using your wealth for the service of Krishna. All right. Or you do not endeavor to acquire more than is necessary. Okay. So renouncing material sense gratification and happiness. That means you are no longer excited about material sense gratification and performing all desirable activities such as charity, sacrifice, chanting, vows, and austerities. All right. So all the desirable activity like charity, you do charity, you do sacrifice, right? You are chanting, vows, and austerities. And for the purpose of achieving me, these constitute actual religious principle. This is what the actual religious principle. If we think anything other than this, it's not religious principle. Okay, Krishna says to Uddhava in Srimad Bhagavatam, by which those human beings can have actually surrendered themselves to me, automatically develop love for me. So this is the process of achieving love. Okay. Now, what other purpose or goal could remain for a devotee? Krishna is asking Uddhava. So what other purpose or goal could remain for my devotees? Because the devotees is always depending on Krishna. The devotees will utilize everything for Krishna. So that means he's using his wealth for Krishna. He's using his intelligence for Krishna. He's offering his tongue to speak about Krishna. He follows the vows, like charity. Charity means what? You're performing this what they call what they call Sastradan. All right. You're supporting devotees, and all this all comes under charity, right? Then sacrifice. Sacrifice means that means you are sacrificing your comfort and everything for Krishna. Chanting. All right. Okay. I guess sacrifice means waking up for Mangalarti. It's giving up sleep, right? So and not associating with worldly minded people, tyaga, right? Then chanting. So we have to chant our rounds every day. And vows. Vows like, okay, now Ekadasi, I'm going to fast from this. It's a vow. Or the vow is like for instance, when we take a vow in front of spiritual master, I follow the 4 regulative principle. All right. And also we talk about austerities. Austerities means fasting on Ekadasi, waking up very early in the morning, perform Mangala Arati. Right? And doing thing beyond your bodily capability. Your body says that's enough, but you go further to do it. All these are called austerities. Okay. So based on this instruction of the Lord, Rupa Goswami has divided. So then based on this, Rupa Goswami what he did is divided these activities into 64 items. Okay. So based on this, Rupa Goswami divided into 6 Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So I'm just going to go through this fast because we're going to go in detail when we go to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Right? So Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has written about these activities in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 22, text 115 to 129. What he says, Guru Pada Ashraya, Diksha Gurura Sevana, Sat Dharma Shiksha Pracha, Sadhu Marga Nugamana. On the path of regulative principle, one must observe the following items. Okay, please look at this very carefully. The path of regulative devotional service. When you want regulative devotional, one must observe these following items. Okay, let me highlight this. Right, to make it. So that means on the path of regulative devotion, one must observe these following items. Okay, someone saying something. Right. So what are the things? Number one must accept a bona fide spiritual master, not simply any Tom, Dick, and Harry. All right. Suddenly one first talks some with philosophy. No, we must accept a bona fide spiritual master. And where we find the bona fide spiritual master, we find in any of these 4 sampradaya. That's 4 sampradaya: Rudra sampradaya, Kumara sampradaya, Sri sampradaya, and Brahma Madhva Gaudiya sampradaya. If you accept any guru from any of these 4 sampradaya, it is bona fide. If not, you have selected a wrong guru. Yes, Rusan Mataji.
What is Sampradaya?
Sampradaya means the lineage, right? For instance, like you know that the family tradition, like now, okay, example, like your family name is Chiang, right?
Yeah.
So you are Chiang Sampradaya. That means you, your grandfather, your forefathers all come under Chiang Sampradaya. Sampradaya means the family lineage. You got it?
Okay.
So that means from the lineage I can find out, okay, Chiang come from which part of China? Right? So that means this they come from. That means we can find the root. Okay, some is Li Sampradaya. Li, the surname Li. So Sampradaya means lineage. Okay, we can see where the Li actually came from. Maybe from Guangdong or maybe from Beijing or something like that. So it's a lineage. That means Guru, disciple, Guru, disciple, Guru, disciple. Okay?
Brahma system they got the Sampradaya meaning.
Sorry?
You mean Brahma system they got Sampradaya meaning?
Let me explain you this. Okay, you asked a very nice question. So, all right. Now, there is four there are 4 sampradaya. Okay, sampradaya. Okay. So what is sampradaya means? Sampradaya. That means lineage. Do you understand lineage, Mataji? Do you know what does it mean by lineage?
No.
Okay. That means it comes from original source. Okay, let me see. What is lineage? What can I
Okay, I
say?
get it. I check from this dictionary. Yeah, lineage, I know.
What lineage means? Oops.
Like a like a like a pet dog, the lineage certificate.
Certificate, no, lineage, not living certificate. Okay, let me tell you. All right, now let's look at the first sampradaya. Number one, example, we call Brahma Gaudiya Sampradaya. Okay, Brahma Gaudiya. All right. So what is Brahma Gaudiya? So originally, these things started from Krishna. All right. And Krishna initiated his disciple. Krishna's disciple is Brahma. Then from Brahma came Narada. From Narada came Vyasa. You got it? Then from Vyasa, it came Madhva. Okay, Madhva. Right? So Madhva. Then like that, it came to what they call it came like that, it come down, came to Lord Chaitanya. Then from there, he came the Goswamis, right? The Goswamis. That means the Rupa, Sanatan, all the 6 Goswamis. And from there, it came to Narottam Das, okay, like that. They came down, right? Then came to Jagannath Das Babaji. And his disciple is Bhakti Vinod. Bhakti Vinod. Right? Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And his disciple is what they call Gaura Kishore. Gaura Kishore Das Babaji. And his disciple is Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada. And his disciple is our Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada. Right? Prabhupada. And his disciple is, all right, like my Guru Jayapataka and all this. And I am initiated from Jayapataka Swami. So that means this is called the Parampara, lineage. You got it?
Yeah.
So, therefore, our Sampradaya is called Brahma. Okay, because our Madhvacharya is our Acharya, it became Madhva. All right, Brahma Madhva. All right, Brahma Madhva. Gaudiya Vaishnava. Vaishnava. All right, we become Brahma Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Okay, so where this thing, the idea is coming from, the initial is come from, okay, it comes from this, so it comes from Brahma. Lord Brahma is our main. Okay, and our Acharya, that means the person who really expand this parampara is called Madhva. That's why we are known as Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava. Okay, Mataji?
Yeah. Continue.
Now let's look at the next parampara. The next parampara is called, number 2, we call Rudra Sampradaya. Right? So Rudra Sampradaya. This is also, that means this is come from Lord Shiva. Right? Here, Lord Shiva will be explaining about these the teachings, right? And the Acharya is who? Acharya means the main guru. The Acharya is Vishnu Swami. Okay, Vishnu Swami. They also have the parampara. So that means they also follow the lineage. This is the second sampradaya. All right. The third sampradaya is number 3. We call it as Kumara Sampradaya. Okay, who is Kumara? These Kumaras are called the 4 sons of Brahma. Right? The 4 sons of Brahma. So they have the sampradaya. And their acharya is what is acharya, right?
Spiritual master.
The main spiritual master. Okay, the acharya is Vishnu Swami.
Nimbarka.
Barka. So Nimbarka Swami. So this is the acharya. Okay,
Okay.
Nimbarka.
Okay.
Now we have the 4th one. Okay, the 4th sampradaya. The 4th sampradaya, it is called Sri Sampradaya. So Sri Sampradaya is from where? From Lakshmi. Okay, Lakshmi. Lakshmi means she's the consort of Mahavishnu. Okay, and the Sampradaya come from Mahalakshmi, and the Acharya is Ramanuja. Ramanujacharya. So this is the Acharya. So this is the people usually you can find basically in South India. South India, they are very prominent. Okay, South India. So this is the 4 sampradaya. So if you want to be linked in this thing, you have to be linked in any of these 4 sampradaya. If you are not in any of these 4 sampradaya, all the other sampradayas that you're involved, this is called bogus or cheating, right? Like sometimes, certain people say, okay, this kind of meditation, or sometimes this kind of way, like Sadguru suddenly create his own sampradaya. All these are considered bogus. Because in this sampradaya, first of all, we have where it starts from. It starts from Lord Brahma. How? After getting initiated from Lord Krishna. How? Through the initiation called Sabda Brahma. So that means Krishna was playing the flute, and that sound entered his mind, and he was inspired, and that is how it started. Second is Rudra Sampradaya, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva will be teaching. I'm not sure who's the Sampradaya because I'm not involved in that. So the Sampradaya. And the Acharya for that Sampradaya is called Vishnu Swami. Alright. And then Kumara Sampradaya. Kumara Sampradaya means the Acharya is Nimbarka Swami. Okay. And the Sri Sampradaya, the Acharya is Ramanujacharya. So among these 4 Sampradaya, there's 4 different sentiments. The Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya is a Sampradaya that wants to achieve loving relationship with Krishna like Radharani and Gopis. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Our goal of Brahma Sampradaya, we want to go to the place where Lakshmi Devi, Radharani and Krishna in loving exchange, playing the swing, we want to be there. That's our ultimate goal. So the goal of Brahma Gaudiya Sampradaya is Goloka Vrindavan. Rudra Sampradaya. Someone is not muted. Sheila. Right. So when you look at the Rudra Sampradaya, all right, Rudra Sampradaya, it is like almost disappeared. Okay, Rudra Sampradaya is almost what we call gone because it's a very old Sampradaya, thousands of years. All right, it's somewhere either it's hidden. We don't know sure. Number 3, Kumbara Sampradaya is Nimbarka Swami. Okay, this Sampradaya they worship Krishna and the baby form. Right? So they only worship Krishna as a baby form. They don't care Krishna as an adult. They don't care Krishna as a this thing. So for them, they always like take the baby Krishna and they feed the milk and they say, oh, don't make noise. That's their Sampradaya. Okay. And Sri Sampradaya, the ultimate goal is Bhaktiyaloka, and they want to become the associate of Lord Vishnu. Right? So what is their goal is to get the same Swarupa. That means you're going to look exactly like Vishnu with 4 hands, blue body, and stay there. So the Sri Sampradaya is also still valid. All right, it's still around. So this number 2 and number 3 some or other disappearing. Sri Sampradaya, some or other, the people like when you see the youngsters, some or other they are like getting out of it. But the one that survived is Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya, because it's mentioned in Kali Yuga. Who's that? Pallandu, Palanurayrandu. All right. So there's a Tirukaku or something like that. Okay. So what is that prayer? That was a prayer by Ramanujacharya. Suddenly Ramanujacharya got a vision and he started laughing. All right. What is the vision? He said, oh my God, Pallandu, there's so many. So in the future, there will be a Vaishnava group will come with a tilak, which is so small like this, tiny tilak. Because usually all the tilak are big. When you see other sampradaya, they put a huge tilak until the forehead also covered. Right? So there will be a sampradaya will come, and these sampradaya are going to propagate the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. And through this chanting the holy name of the Lord, the whole world going to rejoice, the whole world going to be in ecstatic mood. And looks like Yamaraj got nothing, that he will lose his job. And he start laughing. Ha 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 ha. Then he said, why? In the future, Yamaraj got no work to do. Why? Because the whole world going to chant the name of Hari. Right? It's all predicted, all right? And that is the only sampradaya that lasting till today, that is meant for this entire, it will going to last for the next 10,000 years. That is called Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Right? It comes under the lineage. That means it's parambara, right? So like now, right, for instance, Rusin Mataji, if you accept initiation, what happened? So after Srila Prabhupada, say who's your guru name? Okay, example, Goswami, say ABC Goswami. He's a disciple of Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. Right? And after that, you take initiation from that Goswami example. So that means you are under this lineage. So when you go under this lineage, you know what happened? The few things will start to change in your life. Example. Now, you may say now you are a, say like for instance, in every culture, there's a thing called Kula and Gotra. Kula, that means you born in which family, and Gotra, you're coming from which lineage, right? So they call Kolam Kotra. In Tamil, we call Kolam Kotra. Okay, we can be in any Kolam Kotra. So like for instance, okay, like I give you like my example. My Kolam Kotram is different. My Kolam is Manjaputur Ayravasian Chettiar. So that is my Kolam. And what is my Kotram? Kadul Maharishi Kotram. That is my original. But after I accepted initiation under this parambara, all these Kolam Kotri Chettiar and all these ones gone, thrown away. So now I am, what is my Kolam? Brahma Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. So that means my father, my grandfather, and all these things I can link up to Krishna because I come under this lineage. And what is my Kotram? My Kotram became Achyuta Kotram. Achyuta Kotram. Every civilized people will have Kolam and Kotram. But after some time, when we become uncivilized, we forget our Kolam and Kotram. But when we accept initiation, our Kolam and Kotram is established. And established by the mercy of our spiritual master. All right, like for instance, Chiang Fuk Wing, all right, Chiang Fuk Wing, he's by birth is Chinese. We don't know what is Kolam Kotram. We don't know what is his forefather, and we don't know where he came from. And we don't know what was his, the activity of his forefathers. We don't know. All right. It can be, and he's totally out of this Sanatan Dharma. That is not involved. We are not talking about Indians. Indians accepted the Sanatan Dharma. It is not isolated. That means people think, oh, these Vedas for Indians because it was in India. No, it was protected in India. Therefore, it is for universal. It is not meant for Indians. But some or other Indians have that natural culture with it. That's it. That's all. But this culture can be adopted by anyone. And now looks like the Westerners, the non-Indians are first-class Paka devotees compared to Indians, because the Indians start to imitate the West. The Indians start to go into the imitation, fake life. All right. So now, for instance, okay, now like Cheong Prabhu, Cheong Fuk Wei, right? We don't know what is Kolam, you don't know what is Kotra, we don't know where he came from, whether he's what caste or what creed or whatever it is. All right. But today he has accepted initiation from His Holiness Jayapataka Swami. And now his name became Chaitanya Daya Das. Chaitanya Daya Das. So when he became Chaitanya Daya Das, so what happened? Now Cheong Fuk Weng is no longer a Cheong family. He doesn't come under Cheong family. He doesn't come under Cheong Parampara. Alright? Even he lives in a Chinese body. But today his kulam is Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava. And his Kotra is Achyuta Kotra. So that means he's linked with highly civilized lineage. So he doesn't carry any of his past thing. Now he's entirely a new person. He's under a new Kotra. That means he's known as Vaishnava. Vaishnava is beyond all qualification, the material qualification. You understand? So that is what he said. Yes, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu.
Prabhu, what is kulam, bro?
Kulam means what you call the clan. Kulam means clan. Like for instance, Prabhu, you are from Menon, right?
Yeah.
You're Menon.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, your father, that means your father's side all Menon. So that means when you are Menon, that is your Kulam. That means you are Malayali who originate from Kerala, but your Kulam is Menon Kulam.
Okay, thank you.
Menon Kulam, right? And your Gotra, okay, I'm not sure what is your Gotra, right? So like that. So so Menon is your Kulam. And your Gotra is something, what is your original? Menon got 100 types of Menon. So specifically you're from which Menon? Right? Like that. Say like for instance, when you look at this, like Chettiar clan got 108 varieties. You know, very confused people. But specifically what that's Gotra. Right? But today, once we accept our initiation from spiritual master, our Kulam, our Gotra is totally changed. Alright? One day Cheong Prabhu will achieve his perfection. Krishna Chaitanya Daya Prabhu will achieve his perfection. He's going to achieve his highest goal. So when that thing happens, washing his leg and taking the water and sprinkling on our head guarantees liberation. It doesn't matter from what birth you came from. How are you going to improve? How are you going to bring your life from ordinary to extraordinary life? As long as you are living in this material world, your life is 100% ordinary. You can be the richest man in the country. You can be the most famous, flamboyant person, but you're still under the ordinary category. But once you accept devotional service, even you just achieve just step one, baby step one in devotional service, you are already on your extraordinary feet. That is why the Vedas are keep glorifying. You know, after so many birth and death, one who are very fortunate, he will get to you look for perfection. And out of all the perfected people, one hardly knows me as God. And out of millions who knows me as God, the Supreme Personality, one rarely surrenders to me. And out of millions of people who surrenders to me, one rarely achieves me. It is so hard. Therefore, we have to accept a guru because only by the mercy of spiritual master, we can cross this ocean of nations. That is ocean of ignorance, only we can be crossed. And who is that spiritual master that we should select? We should select the spiritual master from bona fide sampradaya, not by any Tom, Dick and Harry, like hugging mother. You know, suddenly one lady said, oh, I hug. And you know what, like the day, you know, somebody showed me the book I just went through. She says she's Krishna. You know, a lady, and some of Krishna is all beautiful, all beautiful. I'm not criticizing her, but I'm saying Krishna is all beauty and all opulent. Huh? There's a Brahmana this morning, you know, I was having a class this morning at 6 a.m. with my mentor. He was telling about these pastimes in Vrindavan. The hate of Brahmana. The hate of Brahmana in Gokul, in India, Vrindavan, he always start to read the glories of God. The God is all attractive. The God is Pundri Kaksham. The God is this. Suddenly when Krishna, what? He look at it, he start to melt. And he cannot concentrate. Then after he goes, he just took him some time to come back. Then he start to read back. The God is omnipotent. The God is omniscient. The God is all. Then suddenly Krishna, little baby Krishna walk by. When you look at him, you see. Then he go to his father and says, look here, I'm the head of Brahmana. You know, I am reading the glories of God, but suddenly when your son walks by, I get so attracted and I forget what I'm doing. You know, Then he said, maybe he's God. No, cannot be, cannot be. Krishna will never run around like this. God will never do like this. God will never go and suck mother's breast. God will never go and chase after, play with a calf. God will don't go to the neighbor's house and steal the butter. What are you talking is God? Even that he's there seeing Krishna, but he still cannot understand that he's the supreme person. So in other words, what I'm trying to tell you here is, God is all attractive. God is so beautiful. Like some jokers will come and claim themselves as well, like Sai Baba. Yeah, like this lady, this hugging mother, and this Prema. There's another guy. What do you call? Shankara Baba in South India. And look at their face. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but just look at them. Are they that attractive? If God appears, that devotees who have dedicated their life, I think all the Vrindavan devotees will be running after, because the God is so attractive. You attract him. Even you don't recognize him. When Dhruva Maharaj was only 5 years old boy, he was sitting in the jungle and meditate because he wants to get the kingdom. But he don't know how God looks like. When Narada Muni came and initiated this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He initiated this mantra. Then he was just with this, and with one leg, he just said, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And suddenly God appeared in front. Then suddenly Vishnu appeared in front. When he saw that Vishnu appeared, he could immediately recognize. He's only 5-year-old boy. What the boy knows about God? He could immediately recognize. Oh, Vishnu. Oh my God. Because that is that natural attraction. Alright? Just like how you see there's thousands of cows, thousands of calves, but the mother cow could identify the calf. Even there's so many cows, in our eyes all looks alike. But the calf from nowhere, it can just simply run straight to the mother to suck the nipples. So that is what natural attraction. Natural attraction. So this natural attraction is only can happen. So when Krishna is there, Krishna is all attractive. Whoever it is, whoever that sees them, no matter who, even the one hit him also, still they find him very attractive. Even they say, wow, who's this guy? So good. There is some kind of attraction. When there's no attraction, we should understand. Therefore, choosing a guru is very, very important. If you choose a wrong guru under wrong sampradaya, your entire route is detour. Like how the blind leads the blind and everybody falls into the ditch. And who is the guru? The guru must come from a parampara. Number 2, the guru must be well trained. Right? And before you accept the guru, you have to go and talk to him. And you ask this question, can you deliver me? Right? So can you deliver him? And of course, when the guru and your attraction is very spontaneous and very natural. And who's that guru? The guru that in the heart, Chaitya Guru, will start to appear in front of you as Diksha. Sometimes when you go to see a guru, you just feel like taking from him, but last minute you change your mind. I have seen that sometimes when people go and want to take initiation, the guru says, I think next time. But by then, he will change his mind again. Because there's no natural attraction. Okay? That means, is that guru different? Is there, like my spiritual master is Holiness Jayapataka Swami, like Chang Prabhu's guru, we are sharing the same guru. Right? But now Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu got what they call what Goswami? Janananda Goswami. So let me, is his guru is different? Is it my guru different? That's Guru Tattva. In Guru Tattva, all gurus are equal. And the guru will appear in front of you according to your mode. Right? If you are a charismatic person, you get a charismatic type of guru. If you are a serious person, you get a serious type of guru. But is there any difference? All same. So we shouldn't discriminate between the gurus. That's why when you want to go, if anyone wants to think about taking initiation, all right, if you have any thought of initiation, please do tell me. I'll try to arrange for you this guru disciple course. Or you can even talk to your authority in the temple. I would like to take initiation. The first thing you have to, you are asked to seek for guru disciple course. Guru disciple. Because in that place, you learn the Guru Tattva. Who is Guru and what is your relationship with Guru. Once you accept the Guru, that's the Guru is going to be rest of your life. The Guru is taking a big risk by initiating us. Because even we fall, the Guru will come back again. The Guru still come back and save you. Until you are saved, the Guru will keep appearing. But of course, Krishna is so merciful because Guru is a pure devotee of Krishna. Krishna will never put the Guru in trouble. Therefore, the Krishna will somehow or other will also assist you. So it's still win-win situation. Right? Vallabhacharya belongs to which sampradaya? I think Nimbarka Swami. Vallabhacharya, I think they are famous in this Bombay area. Do you know that what you call this devotee? What do you call? Tukaram. Do you know Tukaram? Anyone? Tukaram is actually always called no Panduranga, 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 Panduranga. You know, he's very famous in this Bombay area, Maharashtra, and he's also a guru for Shivaji. Shivaji, no? Chakrapati Shivaji, not the actor Shivaji, the King Shivaji. All right. If you don't know, go and Google it. Tukaram. He was Krishna came and took him in his real form. He didn't die to go back home back to Godhead. He went back in his original form, right? And he's the disciple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lives by him, and that's when he started this Harinam Kirtan. And he go, all the followers are like that. They have this thing like this, ching ching, Panduranga, Panduranga, Panduranga. They just sing Panduranga, Panduranga, and the deities like this. They hold the deity of Krishna. They worship like they're holding like this. The baby Krishna say, so that's the thing. Huh? Pure devotion is amazing, great fortune to meet devotees and visit Lord's mercy. A rare chance in one side. Definitely is a very rare chance. So don't miss the opportunity. You've already got the rare chance. Once you get it, develop it immediately. And to develop it, very simple. Just chant Hare Krishna, that's it. Don't compromise on your chanting. Chanting 16 rounds is a must. And without chanting, you can't feel the transcendental transformation in your heart. Right? So now it's 10 drop. Just take a 3 minutes break and we continue. Hare Krishna. All right. So we continue our discussion. So that's the thing. So accepting a spiritual master is very, very, very important. Okay. Then accept initiation from him. Okay. We have to accept initiation from him. Then number 3, serve him. Number 4, receive instruction from spiritual master and make inquiry in order to learn devotional service. Follow the footsteps of the previous acharya. It's very important, all right? And follow the direction given by the spiritual master. So, Krishna Priti Bhogatya, Krishna Tirthe Vas. Krishna Priti Bhogatya, Krishna Tirthe Vas. Yavan Nirvaha Pratigraha, Egadasi Upavasa. So the next step is to follow. That means the next steps are as follows. The next steps. What is the next steps? Okay, one should prepare to give up everything for Krishna's satisfaction. All right. And one should also accept everything for Krishna's satisfaction. So what are the things that you want to give up? All the habits and all the things we have to give up. Right. Number 7, one must live in a place where Krishna is present, in a city like Vrindavan or Mathura or Krishna temple. All right. So now what we can do, since we are all Grahastha, we are living with the family, we can turn our house into Vrindavan. When the house will turn into Vrindavan, when Tulsi Maharani is worshipped. When we worship Tulsi Maharani, because she's Bhakti Devi and also known as Vrinde Devi. Vrindaye, Tulsi Deviyaye, Priyaye, Kesavaya Cha. Vishnu Bhakti Prade Devi, Satyavataye, Namo Namaha. So that means when we worship Tulsi Maharani, and the place will turn into Vrindavan. Okay, and secondly, when we chant Hare Krishna, the Hare Krishna mantra is so potent. Whenever the name of Krishna is chanted, that place, all the 33 million devas and along with all auspiciousness will reside in the place where the mantra is chanted. That's why when you go to some devotee's house, the house will look different. All right, because the house is been fully sanctified. Then number 7, one must live in a pocket. Number 8, one should acquire livelihood that is just sufficient to keep the body and soul together. That means one should acquire livelihood just sufficient. That means we don't over endeavor. That means when you are doing a job, the job is enough to pay you, keep it that way. Don't go look for a part-time job to endeavor further. For example, if you're a pharmacist, you work in the morning or doctor, then at night you go and do locum because you want to make more money. Okay, because they say all my salary goes to my loan, so I have to earn extra money so that I can buy my car or pay my house loan. So no need. So try to live within your means, right? Just sufficient. Huh? Don't listen. Then one must fast on Ekadasi day. It's very important. One must fast on Ekadasi day. Then Datrya Shvatta Go Vipra Vaishnava Pujana Seva Nama Paradadi Dure Visarjana. One should worship Datri river. One should worship Datri trees. Datri. What is that? I'm not sure what is Datri. Banyan trees, cows, brahmanas, and devotees of Lord Vishnu. One should avoid offenses against devotional service and the holy name. So one should worship Datri tree. Datri tree in Tamil, there's one. I just remember the day I saw. It's a kind of tree that the fruit is herb. The fruit. Krishna. Wait, let me see. What's DHATR? Right, it's known. Okay. Datri tree is known as Indian gooseberry or amla tree. Okay. That's the thing. Okay, because it gives you a lot of medical propensity. So, like, what is worship Datri tree, banyan tree, arsamaram, cows, brahmana, and devotees of Lord Vishnu. One should avoid offenses against devotional service and the holy name. Okay, so that means we should worship all these things, right? Vaishnava Sangha Tyaga, Bahu Shishyana Kariba, Bahu Grantha Kalabhyasa, Vyakana Varjiva. A 12th item is to give up company of non-devotees. So we have to give up the company of non-devotees. That means Vaishnava Sangha Tyaga. Vaishnava means devotee. When you put A is non-devotee. Sangha, association, Tyaga, sacrifice, Tyaga Pandradhe. Right? Number 13, one should not accept an unlimited number of disciples. Okay. That is for spiritual master or say they should not accept unlimited number of disciples. Right? But depends. Like my spiritual master was given instruction by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada told him to go and accept 50,000 disciples. You know, and he have taken the biggest risk because he simply surrendered to Srila Prabhupada. And today he has 60,000 disciples. Oh my God. And imagine, right? So one should not partially study. One should not partially study many scriptures just to be able to give reference and expand explanation. What does that mean? Like sometimes you read halfway Bhagavatam. You read halfway Chaitanya Charitamrita. Simply to give reference. Simply to expand explanation. Right? Like for instance, now we are studying, okay, we won, okay. But we should completely study the book, not simply pick reference and for reference, all right, just to take some points. Okay. Hani lave sama, shokadira vasana ho iba. Anya deva anya shastra nindo na kariba. 15. The devotee should treat loss and gains equally. Whether there's loss or gain, you have to treat equally. The devotee should not be overwhelmed by lamentation. Right? No lamentation. The devotee should not worship demigods, nor should they do this. Okay, now let's look at 17. Should not worship demigods. At the same time, nor should disrespect them. Right? Because we as a devotee, our main idea, our main attention is Sri Krishna. Because we understood that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we do not need to worship the devas. Because when you look at the devas, it's like in a tree, they are like one of the branches. Right? By worshipping them separately, it doesn't make any difference. But when you worship the root, that means when you water the plant, when you water the root, when you water Sri Krishna, the entire 33 million devas will be very pleased with you. Right? It's very pleased with you. At the same time, we should not disrespect them. Sometimes when a person becomes devotee, he thinks that he's beyond everything. That deva, nonsense, bogus. We shouldn't do that. We should always remember the devas are pure. They have a direct audience with Vishnu. We should not disrespect them. Right? It's very, very offensive. Okay. Now, similarly, the devotee should not study or criticize other scripture. So, devotee should not study or criticize other scriptures. Like for instance, when people simply like to read this Bible or other books, just to read that, just to criticize them. Okay, we have to be very careful. We should not read and study or criticize other scripture. Now, Vishnu Vaishnava Ninda, Gramya Varta Nas Shuniba, Prani Matre Mano Vakshe, Utvega na diva. 18. The devotee should not hear Lord Vishnu, or his devotee blasphemed. All right, they call dosa kirtan. Okay, so we should not hear anything bad when people say something bad about Vishnu or their devotees. Oh, these people like that. Have you heard about that? We should not hear. Very dangerous. And the devotee should avoid reading or hearing newspaper or mundane books. Okay, which contains love story affairs between men and women. All right, now all the what they call novels. That's the thing. You know, even the movies are all love stories. If they're going to do something else, it's not going to be a sensation. When there's a love story, people will be watching. Like Titanic, they watched so many times. I remember my friend when I watched Titanic many times. So addicted. All right, because love. So we should avoid. We should avoid hearing newspapers or mundane books that shows the love affairs, or subject palatable to the senses, or sometimes subject palatable, like for instance, like pornographic book. These all kind of nonsense things that agitate your senses. All these we should not do it. Number 20. Neither by mind nor word should one devotee cause anxiety. Look at this. Neither by word or mind. All right, mind or words. The devotee. Okay, neither by mind nor words should the devotee cause anxiety to any living entities, regardless how insignificant they can be. Right. So that means neither by mind or words, the devotee should not cause anxiety for any other living entities. Right? Even sometimes when we see a person who are very insignificant, we should not create any anxieties by our words and mind. Or sometimes we should not like small insects and all these things, like ants, right? We should not go and kill them for unnecessary. Shravana Kirtana Smarana Pujana Vandana Paricharya Dashya Sakya Atma Nivedana. After one is established in devotional service, then once when established in devotional service, the positive action is hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping, praying, serving, accepting servitorship, becoming a friend and surrendering fully. Agre Nirtya Gita Vignati Dandavan Nati Abhyuttana Anuvrajya Tirtha Grihe Gati. One should also dance before the deity, sing before the deity. No, when you dance before the deity, it's very important. Don't stand there like a log. When you see everybody just stand there, right? Just dance. No harm dancing, right? And sing. Sometimes when you do kirtan, sometimes very frustrating you see when people don't sing along. You say, Haribol, come on, sing. And sometimes they say, Prabhu, the way you play Mridanga is not nice. Or they say, but then I used to ask them, are we doing what? Some showmanship? Or in other words, in Tamil, I say, we are all getting together to worship the Lord, right? So we have to dance before the deity. We have to sing before the deity. Open one's mind to the deity. You have to talk to the deities, right? You open your mind and ask, oh, my Lord, don't give me 4-digit. No, not that one. We say, open your mind. Look at myself, my Lord. I'm still struggling in devotional service. I don't know what aparat I've done. What thing? Kindly give me that prema bhakti. Open your mind. Offer obeisance to the deity, as I said, all right? Stand by before the deity and the spiritual master just to show them respect. Stand up. What does that mean? Whenever you see, like, for instance, when you see that Radha Yatra, when they bring the deity into the hall must stand up. At the same time, when you see a spiritual master, whoever devotees come back, we have to stand up. Stand up to show respect. Don't sit down and just see, oh, you're coming. Not that way, right? And follow the deity or the spiritual master. Follow the deity or the spiritual master means sometimes when you go for like Radha Yatra, when the deities are going on the chariot, follow them. All right. And if you have a chance, you follow the spiritual master wherever he goes. You travel to one place, just follow him. Right. We see different place of pilgrimage or go see the deity in the temple. Parikrama, Stavapata, Japa Sankirtana, Dupamalya Gandha Mahaprasada Bhojana. One should circumambulate the temple, should go around the temple, right? There's another thing, let me tell you, there's offense, okay, but try not to do it. They circumambulate themselves. Example, they stand in one place, they just go around. Have you seen that before? It's quite prominent among the South Indians, right? That means you're circumambulating yourself. You understand? Do you all get what I'm saying? Do you all understand what I say? That means,
No.
okay, you stand in one place, okay, like this, Mataji, you stand in one place, but you go around. You just, you make a circle. You just go around. You see the deity in front, and you just go around. You understand? Just go around.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So what they do, when they do that, it means that as though they went around the deity. It is offensive. Okay. So we should not do that in front of the deity. All right. Please remember that. So when you see the deity, like in our temple ISKCON Ipoh, there's a deity in the middle. So we have to go around the circumambulate the temple. That's very fantastic thing that Prabhu have done. When he made the place, that you have to go around. Just don't go there, pay obeisances, go around 3 or 4 times. Right? Just go around and just meditate that you're going around Govardhan. You're going around, you're going on parikram. Right? Don't stand in one place and just roll yourself, just spin. Don't spin yourself. Right? That is sometimes we see, go to some temples, they used to do that. They just stand, they just spin themselves. That's offensive. Right? And recite various prayers. Okay, what are the various prayers? Like okay, Vrindavan Ramyasthana. That's a nice prayer. I used to sing the prayer when I circumambulate the temple. Very nice. And number 19, chant softly. Then, Prabhu, I could be good. It could be good if you can give us special course on what is the right way to do prayer. Let's see, Mataji. Sure, no problem. I mean, it's a very straightforward discussion, right? Anyway, we'll see. Now, if you have a question, you can ask. So we can go directly to the point. Then recite prayers and chant softly. 20. First, we have to chant softly and of course chant congregationally. Okay. Then we have to smell the incense and the flowers garland offered to the deity. Right? Sometimes they give you flowers. We have to smell. Right? Then eat the remnants of food offered to the deities. Arartika Mahotsava Sri Murti Darshana. Nija Priya Dana Dhyana Tadiya Sevana. One should attend Arati and festival. See the deities present. Okay, Arati and festival now is Gaura Purnima is coming. Like some people say, oh, let me do it at home. No, that's not the way. Or sometimes they say, I got a deity in the house, so I rather worship my deity. Then what's the point? We are setting up temple for what? You know, like sometimes you say, no, I got a deity at home, so I don't need to go to temple. Then what is the temple for? Right? Why do we need to establish temple? Fair enough, we have to establish temple for what? Proper established temple so that we can go there, see the Arati, enjoy the festival and devotee association, fellowship. Right? So if you think that you want to simply sit at home and do your prayer, it is totally not recommended. Right? So that means you have to go and see Arati and go for festival. All right? Attend Arati, Sunday program or festival, it's a must. And you have to see the deity. Present whatever is very dear to oneself to the deity. Right? Give present. Meditate and serve those related to the Lord. Then Tadiya Tulasi Vaishnava Mathura Bhagavata Echarire Seva Hoy Krishnera Abhimata. Tadiya means Tulasi leaves. Alright, Tadiya means Tulasi leaves. Okay, the devotee Tulasi leaves means Tulasi leaves. The devotee of Krishna, the birthplace of Krishna, Mathura, and the Vedic literature, Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna is very eager to see his devotees serve Tulasi, Vaishnava, Mathura, and Bhagavatam. Okay, what? Krishna is very eager. You got it? He'll be very happy to see that if you can, how they call you serve Tulasi Maharani, you worship Tulasi, you serve the Vaishnava, and you go and visit Mathura and Bhagavatam, study and read Bhagavatam, Krishna will be very pleased. Krishnarte Akila Chesta Tat Krapao Valokana Janma Dinadi Mahotsava Lanya Bhakta Gana. 31. One should perform all endeavors for Krishna. One should look forward to his mercy. One should partake the various ceremonies which with devotees. So that means one should partake in various ceremonies. Sometimes now Gaura Purnima is coming in another 10 days time, right? So go and join all the ceremonies. Do things, with devotees. Ceremonies like Lord Krishna's birthday or Ramachandra's birthday. Like for instance, during Krishna Janmashtami, we put the Krishna in a cradle and we put, right? All that. Sarvata Sharanapati Kartikadi Vrata Chaturshashti Anga E Parama Mahatva. 34. One should surrender to Krishna in all respect. One should observe particular vows like Kartika Vrata. That means Damodara Puja, very important. The month of Kartik, the month of Deepavali, right? So Kartik Vrata is very important. We should particular vow. These are some of the 64 important items of devotional service. So Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtana Bhagavad Shravana Mathura Vasha Sri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevana. One should associate with devotees, chant the holy names, right? So one should associate with devotees, chant the holy name of the Lord, hear Srimad Bhagavatam, reside in Mathura, worship the deity with faith and veneration. Sagala sadhana shrestha e pancha anga. Krishna prema janmaya e panchera alpa sanga. Right? So we can understand it's almost like a Tamil word. Sagala sadhana. Sagala sadhana shrestha e pancha anga. They got 5 angas. Krishna prema janmaya e panchera alpa sanga. Alpa sanga means the useless associate. Let's look at it. The 5 limbs of devotional service are, the 5 limbs, pancha anga. Pancha means 5. Sagala sadhana. The 5 limbs of devotional service are the best of all. Is best of all. Even a slight performance of these will awaken love for Krishna. Alpa sanga. Alpa sanga. That means pancha sanga, alpa sanga. That means even a small performance of these things, alpa sanga. Alpa. That means alpa means very insignificant. In alpa dharma nadadikre. Sometimes we say, right, in Tamil, in alpa dharma nadadikre. Alpa like you're acting very insignificant. Right? So that means even a slight performance, slight performance of these 5 will awaken love for Krishna. Can you imagine? Therefore, aspiring devotee should first take shelter of the lotus feet of bona fide spiritual master. That's the first thing. Right? Must take the shelter from the bona fide spiritual master. Then, without taking shelter of Guru, one cannot achieve anything auspicious. Okay? There are 2 types of people. One who has developed intelligence and the one has undeveloped intelligence. Okay? Those intelligence is undeveloped. Are absorbed in so-called happiness in this world. So when our intelligence is not developed, we think that everything is happy, we enjoy all the happiness. If by chance they get association of Mahajan or devotees, then they also become intelligent. Then they consider, then after that, now, sometimes we used to do that, right? How unfortunate I am. I'm always engaged in sense gratification. Then sometimes you say, oh, how unfortunate. Now, last time we are praying to God, my dear Lord, give me the car I wanted. Let me study. I'm going for this tender. Please get the tender done. I'm going to see this client to sell him insurance. Please get the insurance done. We are praying. I want that because I want to enjoy. When I get the deal done, I can come back. I can buy a Mercedes Benz and I can have a lavish life. I can have a coat, suit, tailor-made. I can have a shining shoe and I can eat in a fine restaurant. I can take my out for a Valentine's, for a candlelight dinner, and this and that, all the things that once we were. But today, once we become devotee, what we say, oh my dear Lord, I don't want all these. Please don't let my mind wander. Please don't let my tongue becomes greedy. I don't want to hear anything else. I just want to speak about you. I want to talk about you. I want to eat your prasadam. And I want your unconditional mercy. Now, please show me what is Prema Bhakti is all about. Right? So, how unfortunate I am. I'm always engaged in sense gratification. I'm passing my days hankering for material enjoyment. This initial association with great devotees is also called association with Guru by hearing. Right? Now, by good fortune, at the time faith is awakened. When faith is awakened, one endeavors for devotional service. Then it is essential for one to take shelter of the lotus feet of a Guru. In this way, by good fortune again, person with underdeveloped intelligence becomes intelligent. All right? And taking shelter at the lotus feet of a Guru. What type of Guru one should take shelter is explained in the Shastra. One who has, what type of Guru? One should take shelter. That means one who has conquered the 6 enemies beginning last. Right? So that means one who has conquered the 6 enemies beginning with last, one who is pure, one performed devotional service on the path of Raga. Raga means what? Ecstatic, rasa, with mellow. One who is Brahmanical, one who knows the clear path of the Vedas, one who is sadhu, and can be respected as Guru, one who is able to control the senses, one who is merciful to all living entities, one who is cultured, and one is without duplicity, and one who is truthful. So these are the qualities of a guru. Please underline all these statements. So in the future, if you come across any other guru, you know how to recognize them. Okay. So this type of householder is fit to be a guru. Sometimes even a householder, that means a married man, grasta, also can become a guru. Right? But of course, in ISKCON, there's a rules whereby before you can accept a guru, you have to undergo some rigorous training. And of course, they do a lot of background check and everything before they approve a person to become a spiritual master. Therefore, we have in ISKCON, there's a lot of varieties of spiritual masters are there. So go and associate with devotees and see with which guru that you are attracted to and surrender yourself to him, and he will invoke your dormant Krishna consciousness. All these qualities are considered in two ways. The principal quality is guru is attachment to Krishna and detachment to what is not related to Krishna. Very simple. Guru means is always attached to Krishna and is detached with something which is not meant for Krishna. All these qualities are secondary. Other than this, all the other qualities are secondary. That is why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 8, text 1 to 7. Kiba vipra kibanyasi Shudra kena taya. Hey Krishna Tattva Veta say Guru Hoy. So, whatever one is a Brahmana, Sannyasi, or Shudra, regardless of what he is, he can become a spiritual master if he knows the science of Krishna. Please underline this statement, bold it, and keep it very near to your heart. Memorize this. Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyasi, Shudra, Sudra Kena Nyai. Ye Krishna Tattva Veta, say Guru Hoy. So whether the person can be, whether his point can be a Brahmana, a Sannyasi, or even a Shudra, low class, doesn't matter who he is, he can become a spiritual master if he knows the science of Krishna. If one possesses the symptoms of Guru, then he's eligible to be Guru even though he lacks one or two secondary symptoms. Being a Brahmana and being a householder are counted as secondary symptoms. That means if you being a Brahmana or being a secondary, it's only a secondary. It's only secondary. But what's the primary? You know who is Krishna and you know how to distinguish. So it is good if a person possesses these two secondary symptoms along with the principal qualification. Of course, it's also better to have the secondary, but also along with the principal symptoms. But those who are defective in the principal symptoms, right, are unqualified to be a guru, even though he possesses other two. So he got all the other, that means he's born in a Brahmana family, all right, he knows that his household and all is fine enough. But the principle, if you don't have it, it's still not qualified. So Padma Puran says, Mahabhagavata Shrestho Brahmana Vai Guru Nirnam Sarvesham Eka Eva Lokanam Asau Pujya Yata Hari Mahakula Prashutapi Sarva Yaknesu Dikshita Sahasra Shakyadayaicha Na Guru Shat Ava Vaishnava. Among all human beings, the Brahmanas, who is Mahabhagavat, is great devotee. Right? Among all human beings, right? The Brahmana or who is Mahabhagavat or great devotees is topmost and qualified as a guru. That means among every human being. He is worshipable. He is worshipable as Lord Hari. Right? Okay. A non-Vaishnava is never fit to be guru. A non-Vaishnava is never fit to be guru, even he has taken birth in a great family. A person is a non-Vaishnava, but he born in such a great cultured family, he is not to be taken as a guru. Right? Or he should have performed all sacrifice and studied many branches of the Vedas. You all understand? So that means among all the human beings, Brahmana, who is Mahabhagavat, or great devotee is topmost, and he qualified to be a guru. And is worshipable as Lord Hari. Why? Because Guru is the form of Hari in the human form. The Guru is Krishna in the human form. We will study that in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 1, spiritual master. If you have that access, if you got a Chaitanya Charitamrita, please study the chapter 1. Very important. Okay. So after finding qualified Guru, a faithful disciple should serve him with firm conviction and without duplicity. One should accept initiation and Krishna mantra. That means one should accept initiation and Krishna mantra after pleasing the Guru. Those who are averse of taking initiation, that means those who are not taking initiation and only make a drama of pseudo kirtana. Pseudo kirtana means that means drama of showing kirtana while advertising themselves as Vaishnava, certainly cheat themselves. If those who are not initiated, but they show they can do a fantastic kirtan and everything, is only cheating themselves. It is not a duty, not the duty of materialistic person to renounce the process of initiation, right? It's not the duty of a materialistic person to not to take initiation, because a few great souls like Jada Bharat did not take initiation. Okay, example like when you see Jada Bharat did not take initiation, so I follow. No, it's not that. Initiation, all right, initiation is a constitutional injunction of every birth of every living entity. Okay, initiation is what? Constitution injunction. That means it is a, first is constitution position, and second is constitution injunction. So constitution position means what is your original position? All right, what is your original position? I am an eternal servant of the Lord. And what is that constitution injunction? This is a mandatory act that I should do this. All right, example, in this country, my constitutional position, I am born in this country and I follow all the rules and regulations and everything. And constitutional injunction, that means a must act activity. All right. So the constitutional injunction, that means initiation is a constitutional injunction. It's a must that everyone should act upon it by taking initiation. If initiation is not seen in the life of a perfected soul, it should not be taken as an example. Right? When the initiation is not seen with it's not seen in the life of a perfected soul, it should not be taken as a. So when you say perfected soul, but it's never taken initiation, it shouldn't be taken as an example. So the general rules are not changed because something happens or a particular person in a special situation. Sometimes in a particular situation, we cannot take that. So Dhruva Maharaj went to Bhaktiyaloka in this material body. That's why I say the boy, the 5-year-old boy. So he went to Bhaktiyaloka in this material body, saying that one should not one waste time hoping for the same. So seeing that, should one waste time hoping for the same? Bhakti Vinod Thakur is asking this question. So when you see Dhruva Maharaj went back in his real form without even dying, so that means should we all aspire for that? No. So the great rules is, the general rules is, living entity gives up a material body and goes to Vaikuntha in his spiritual body. You got it? So we cannot imitate. Oh, I would like to go in this, but in this body I want to go to Goloka, Vrindavan or Vaikuntha. No. Because Dhruva happened, no, it's for him, but not for everyone. Because the general rule, living person must give up his man. I mean, I have to give up this body. Then I can go to Vaikuntha in my spiritual body. So the general rule should be accepted by people in general. So when the general rule is to be accepted by people in general, whenever and whatever is desired by the Lord, who is full of inconceivable potency, that only happens. We must firmly believe in this. Please underline. So whenever and whatever desired by the Lord, who is full of inconceivable potency, only happens, nothing else. Therefore, we should never transgress the general rules. So we cannot come out of the general rules. Oh, I don't need to be initiated. Jada Bharata was not initiated. I don't need to be initiated. Oh, I have to think, oh, I want to go back to Golo Vaikuntha in this matter. Okay, no. Right? The general rules is to be followed by general people. After pleasing the Guru by serving him without duplicity, one should receive from him instruction on the absolute truth and initiation into chanting the holy name of the Lord. So now we are all chanting, we are attempting to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. But once we receive that mantra from a Guru, we become further reinforced. Okay, we become further reinforced. Okay, so after receiving the initiation, right, and instruction from a bona fide Guru, a fortunate disciple should follow the path of previous sadhus. So then he start to follow all the sadhus. Those who are proud neglect the previous Mahajan and create new path. All right, those who are proud neglect the previous Mahajan and create a new path. Those who are proud and puffed up, They don't follow, they create a new path. As a result, they soon proceed their inauspicious path and ruin themselves. So by doing that, we are just going to destroy ourselves by not listening to our Guru. So it is said in Skanda Puran, Sa Mrgaya Shreyasam Hetu, Panta Santapa Varjita, Anavapta Shramam Purve, Yena Santa Pratastire. One should strictly follow the easy path. What is that? One should strictly follow the easy path. The path is easy, but you follow it strictly, right? Which is previous Mahajan have already accepted. All the previous they have accepted. That path bestows great auspiciousness and is devoid of all misery. Okay? By discussing the path of the previous sadhu, one gets determination, courage, and satisfaction. That is why we have selected to speak and understand, study the books of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He's our previous Acharya. Okay, he's one of the Acharya in our Parampara. So, and I believe that many of you are feeling determined, feeling courage, and feeling satisfied. All right. But of course, I'm not teaching, I'm just discussing, but I am feeling all these things extremely, right? So when we discuss the path of devotional service exhibited by Sri Rupa Goswami, Sanatan, Raghunath, and Haridas Thakur, then we feel such happiness. We feel such happiness, and that cannot be described. So therefore, after we finish this, next we're going to study the book of Haridas Thakur. After this topic, the next is Harinama Chintamani by Sri Haridas Thakur. We're going to discuss. Okay. So I am very looking forward. And if Krishna, then after Haridas Thakur, then we go back to the book of Sri Rupa Goswami, Nectar of Devotion, right? And there's also some books of Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami is also there. But we go step by step. So that means, because you know why? Because it's the thing. So now, so that means when we feel such happiness, it cannot be distinct. Now let's see what Bhakti Vinod Thakur. The miscreant Mohammedans tortured Haridas Thakur. Who is miscreant Mohammedan? Mohammedan means the Islamic people. All right. They tortured Haridas Thakur. Why? Because Haridas Thakur is a Muslim. By birth, he's a Muslim. But he became Chan Hare Krishna, he became a Namacharya. But because he's a Murtad, you know, in Islamic they call Murtad, right? So because he's a Murtad, the king wanted to kill him. They whacked him, they tortured him in 21 marketplace. They bring to one marketplace in front of everybody, they take the thing and start web. Then take him to the another marketplace, because marketplace is the place everybody gathers. To show everybody, don't dare to convert out of the religion. You get it. Right? So they tortured him. So then what happened? Then they tortured Haridas Thakur, he said, Kanda haideha, yaya yadi prana, tabu ami badanena, chadi hari nama. E sabha jivere Krishna, taraha prasada, mora drohe nahu e sabara aparada. So what Haridas Thakur says, why getting whacking? Even if my body is cut into pieces, or even if I lose my life, I will never give up chanting the Lord's holy name. Oh Krishna, please be merciful upon these poor souls. Who? The guy who are whacking him. You know, he's getting whacked. Sometimes what we do? Krishna, please send him to hell. We say that. But what Haridas Thakur says, oh Krishna, please be merciful upon these poor souls. Kindly excuse them for their offense of torturing me. So Haridas Thakur is praying that. That is pure devotees. You know, when Lord Jesus was crucified, you know, when he was crucified, you know, they put in the cross, they nailed the hand, they crucified him, right? And what did Lord Jesus say? Oh Lord, please forgive these rascals. They don't know what they're doing. He was praying, he was not lamenting, he was not asking, oh God, why you put me in this suffering? Look at all these Romans. Destroy them from the root. He didn't say that. He simply looked up and prayed to the Lord of the heavens. And he said, oh dear Lord, please forgive these poor ignorant rascals. They don't know what they're doing. All right? They are innocent. That is what pure devotees are about. So it's likewise. So Haridas Thakur, you can cut my body into pieces, you can kill me, you can nail me alive. I will never give up chanting the holy name. Because the chanting of the holy name, once Nama Prabhu will come into your tongue, when you start to dance in your tongue, nothing in this life matters more than the bliss that you're going to go through. So maintaining this type of determination and being compassionate. This is what just now we studied, determination and be compassionate to all living entities. And while always chanting the holy name of Krishna is the path of devotional service exhibited by previous Mahajan. A path cannot be manufactured. Whatever path is there should be accepted by sadhus. Those who are proud and want fame try vigorously to discover new path, right? Those who want fame and they want to create some new path because they want to be a founder acharya. They want to become a new way of religious life. Okay, they discover new path. But those who have good fortune, from the past lives, give up pride and respect the established path. I mean, those who are good fortune from your past life will give up the pride and respect the path that we are in now. They don't try to establish new path. But those who are unfortunate promenade on a new path and thus cheat the world. Okay, those who are unfortunate, they create a new thing and to cheat the world. Regarding such person, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1, first wave, chapter 2, text 46 to 47 quotes in Brahma Yamala. Okay, quotes the Brahma Yamala as follows. Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatra Vidim Vina Aikantiki Harer Bhaktir Utpatayaiva Kalpate Bhaktir Aikantiki Veyam Avicharat Pratiyate Vastu Tastu Tata Naiva Tat Ashastriya Tekshyati. Devotional service to the Lord that ignores the authorized Vedic literature like Upanishad, Puranas, Narada Pancharatra is simply an unnecessary disturbance in society. Such activities are born of speculation and therefore they only superficially resemble unaligned devotional service. They are disrespectful to the Vedic injunction. Disrespecting Vedic injunction falls in the category of atheism. So even though that we seems to be like worshipping Lord, but we are not following the rules and we are creating things, it also falls under the atheism. All right. So whenever there is a disrespect for the scripture, which are the Lord's instruction, they cannot be devotional service. They cannot be devotional service. So we have to be very careful. Don't see everybody who looks spiritual go and fall at their feet. Check and see. So what are the symptoms of devotees? All right. The symptoms of devotee you can see. So that's why it's always safe to click and link with ISKCON devotees. Very simple. Because you know, all the devotees, even they are great or whatever, but still they are in the right society. And through them, you can also find some wonderful devotees. We have seen devotees who have given up, devotees who are envious, they left, you know, they create so much of trouble. But later they still created 1 or 2 devotees and now they became a first-class devotees. Some or other you have to come here through a devotee, whether it's elevated or whether it's out. But still, so that's why we have to be very careful, right? The purpose is that although the path of devotee is too kind, Vaidhi and Raganuga, all right, the previous Mahajan have clearly prescribed them according to one's qualification. These paths are explained in the scripture such this path is explained in the like Shruti, Smriti, and Pancharatra. Rejecting this path and create a new path discovered by Lord Buddha and Dattatreya ultimately create disturbance. Okay, they create the path that's created by Lord Buddha. Even though that is Krishna himself, but he came to create a diversion because that's what Kali Yuga is all about. In Kali Yuga, you cannot have everything, so everything get diverted, right? So he came to create new path. And of course, they're saying Dattatreya. What is that? I think Dattatreya is Jain religion, if I'm not mistaken, Jainism, right? Ultimately create disturbance. Due to improper consideration, this new path and are advertised as unalloyed devotional service to Krishna, although they are actually not so. Not actually so. The proper path is exhibited in the Vedic literature. Nowadays, many new paths are discovered. Now you also can see there's so many new paths. Even 120 years ago, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, how about now? Right? And they ultimately disappear along their propounder. They will definitely disappear. Inquiring about Sat Dharma, eternal religious principle, if one of the disciples' devotional duty, therefore Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, wave 1, chapter 2, text 47, quotes the following statement from Sri Narada Pancharatra. It's a long term. Okay. So, due to improper consideration, this new path advertised as an unalloyed devotional service to Krishna, although they are not actually so, the proper path is accepted by Vedic literature. Nowadays, many new paths are discovered and they are ultimately disappear along with their propounder. Okay. So now, okay, it disappear. Okay, now it's already, okay, we are already time's up. So tomorrow we're going to continue inquiring about Sat Dharma. Please mark the book. Sat Dharma. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Kantara, Krama, Prabha, Sat Dharma. Prabha, how did you get the inquiring about something? So you finish that book. Very good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages to continue, right? All right. So we end the session here. So any questions? Any comment?
Keep it off the record. So we discuss. It's regarding to, yeah, this is private, not private, the religion stuff. Yeah.
Okay, you want me to off the recording, is it?
Yeah, but this is all